there's anything that I could tell a youth group, it'd be to take advantage of your relationship with your leaders and never fear asking questions, and even spending time meditating on what those questions are and how to seek guidance and counsel from them, because your relationship with your leaders is probably one of the most important things and aspects of your walk with God in your life. So it's going to take advantage of that.
If you're struggling with sin and doubt and disbelief, whatever it may be, and even confusion, I want to encourage you to plug in with people like your youth pastors who have wisdom and knowledge and have been where you're at. Maybe not always in the same scenarios, but understand that they see the future that you guys have and the hope of glory that Christ has for you in your walk with Christ later on down the road. And get connected to them. They love you. They'll walk this gospel out with you and show you the beautiful things that God has for you in your life.
So, if I'm giving one piece of advice, I would put it in three things. There's three things in my relationship with the Lord for 20-something years that I've learned, and that is Jesus is Lord. He's Lord now, He's Lord currently, and He's Lord over everything. So we have to trust Jesus. The second thing is faith is the victory. That's 1 John chapter 5. And that when we walk in faith, the victory is ours. The third thing is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, and that is love never fails. So when in doubt, we love. Jesus is Lord, faith is the victory, and love never fails.
My piece of advice would have to be find people who you respect, that are ahead of you, mentors. Mentors are so important because they can help lead you to where you want to be. Always set goals. Have that goal that you want to move forward towards something. Write down questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions that sound stupid at first, because sometimes what seems so stupid at first can turn into such an important discussion. So don't be afraid to ask even simple questions, because that can just help you so much in the future.
There's one advice that I could give to a youth group. That would be that in this time in youth, I think it's the most important time to learn the foundations of your relationship with God, because I can remember and recall in my own life that so many of the foundations that I learned in youth is what has steered me and given me direction for the other areas of my life. So I think it's so important that you seek God even while you're young and learn who He is and know who He is, because it's so important to later on in life. Don't think that now it's not important. It's important now, and it's so important that you grasp and get a hold of those things at this point in your life.
If I could say one thing that would be the most important thing, I would say that make it personal. Make every aspect of it personal. Make your leaders personal, make your intimacy with the Lord personal, and soak it up while you're there. Be harvested where you're at right now, and just really take advantage of it.
If there's anything that I could tell a youth group, it'd be to take advantage of your relationship with your leaders and never fear asking questions, and even spending time meditating on what those questions are and how to seek guidance and counsel from them, because your relationship with your leaders is probably one of the most important things and aspects of your walk with God in your life. So it's going to take advantage of that.
If I see a youth group struggling with a bunch of sins, my advice to them is to be firm in the faith, to know that the past things that you've done don't affect God's love for you in the here and the now and in your future. You have a bright future. You don't have to stay in the sin that you're in, and the power that Jesus Christ showed in His life and on the cross is far greater than any power of sin in your life.
My advice, be you, but be the you that God made, not the you that the world made.